Booking Robot 3.5 is now ready. We've made changes both to the extension and the module. However, in the extension we've mainly fixed known bugs and added support for the new module features. The big changes we made is to the module by adding lots of new admin or manager tools to make managing your bookings a lot easier. Here on our test website we've got Bob's Boat Trips, and we're going to use this example to look through some of the settings. So we're going to log in and we're going to look at our module. We can see we've got various bookings happening here. So if we go to 2 p.m. today, we can see we've got two bookings of Jane Green and Bob Smith. And let's look at Jane Green. We can see this is pretty much how it was before the changes. However, if we go to our module settings, one thing we can add is to show contact. If we choose yes, click save and go back, refresh the page and go back and find Jane's booking. And we can now see we've got her actual contact information that she filled out when she was making the booking included within her booking information. Great if you're needed to contact the bookie for any reason to make changes to the booking. Now our next setting we're going to look at is for boat trip 1. Let's say today we've had bad weather and we're having to cancel or change all our bookings because we can no longer take people out on the water on our boat trip. So at 2 p.m. we have our new tool, which is our settings tool for our service. If we select that, we've got two immediate options where we can choose to cancel a service or to cancel and refund a service. For our first example, we're going to choose to cancel and refund, so that will cancel and refund both Jane and Bob booking here. So we're going to check cancel, and then we're presented with the option to confirm this or to add extra information of the refund reason. Now these are some options we have in our module within our settings where we can have some preset reasons for a cancellation, and this will be included in the email that the customer gets when the booking has been refunded. So refund reason 1 was poor weather conditions, and that's what we're going to use here in our module. So we're going to select poor weather conditions and click yes to confirm cancellation of that booking. And you can see boat trip 1 at 2 p.m. is now greyed out, and the bookings here are also greyed out, and they are marked as cancel and refunded, and they're no longer editable either. Alright then, so I say today we're having bad weather, and we're also going to have to cancel our boat trip 2 option, which also goes out at 2 p.m. So we're going to select that and go to our service tools, but this time rather than refund the bookings, I'm going to choose to cancel the service, confirm cancellation, so then nobody else can book it from the front of the website. However, the bookings are still editable, so we can go in and make changes to them, such as for Paul Green here. We can try and contact Paul and maybe agree to move his booking to a different date, and we have tools for that as well. Each active booking also has a new tool where we can choose to cancel that individual booking or to move it or edit it as we could before. So I'm going to choose to move this booking to the following day at 2 p.m. So it's simply moving on one day, and prior to doing the move we'd obviously have to contact the customer, make sure they're happy to be moved, and we'd also need to check capacity because the system does not check that there is space at that time. Once we're happy there is space, we make it our settings. All we have to do is select it as paid and then save it. And the booking has been moved. And we can check that by going to the next day. At 2 p.m. we can see we've got bookings there, and there's Paul Green moved to the following day. And we're going to go back to today because we've still got one booking to sort out, and that is Mark Brown. And for that we're going to go back to his booking and to the settings for his booking, and we're going to choose to cancel his individual booking. And when we're cancelling an individual booking, we've got a couple of options. We can choose a full refund, or we can choose a partial, where we can maybe choose to give some of his money back. Maybe 2 of his group can't go, 2 of his group can go, and we can give his money back for 2 people that we're going to have to cancel those individuals. For this example though, we're going to again give him a full refund, and we're going to choose bad or poor weather conditions, the reason for the refund, and again he will get a copy of that within his confirmation refund email. Let's choose to continue. So we've cancelled and refunded Mark's booking, and again when we go back to his individual booking we can see his status as cancelled and refunded. So that's an overview of the new tools we've added to the Booking Robot module. Hopefully you find this helpful.